All right, we are back with an update on the AFC North after Week 15 of the NFL season, heading into Week 16. A new division leader for the AFC North as the Cincinnati Bengals won on the road against the Buccaneers 34-23 in a bit of a wild one. The first half pretty rough for Cincinnati. Couldn't get a whole lot going on offense. Defense wasn't too great either, trailing 17-0 late in the half. However, before the half ended, the Bengals were able to put together a decent drive to get at least a field goal on the board before the end of the second quarter. However, looking at it, 17-3 heading into the third, not a great look, but the second half was a completely different story for this Bengals team. It started with what looked like a botched fake punt for the Buccaneers. I'm not sure if they just, if the snapper just didn't get to the punter right, if they were trying to do like that thing where they snap it to the guy right behind the line of scrimmage and he goes for a run. That didn't seem to work out very well. Not sure what the Buccaneers were quite doing there, but it worked out for Cincinnati. That short drive did only turn into a field goal, but it still was a momentum swing for Cincinnati. Still definitely something to build on for as this game would go on. Then Tom Brady would throw an interception pretty deep in Tampa Bay territory. This time the Bengals turned that into a touchdown as T. Higgins caught a touchdown pass from Burrow to make it 17-12 after Cincinnati fails the 2-point conversion. Then the Bengals recover a strip sack against Tom Brady, once again deep in the Buccaneers territory. Tyler Boyd this time with a tough touchdown catch, on a 3rd and goal to give the Bengals the lead after, again, this is still in the third quarter, so a pretty quick and seemingly miraculous turnaround for Cincinnati in this one. This time T. Higgins does convert the 2-point attempt to put them up by 3. They would carry that lead into the fourth quarter, but not before a Tom Brady-Leonard Fournette handoff is fumbled by the Buccaneers and recovered by Cincinnati. This time it would be Jamar Chase's turn to find the end zone to put the Bengals up by 10, 27-17. Again, it was insane how just seemingly quick this turned from the Bengals being down 17 and woe is them, and how is this going to turn out to now they're up by 10 in the fourth quarter, looking like they just have complete control of this thing. Tom Brady would get on the next drive. Tom Brady would get hit as he took a throw, and that wobbly throw would get picked off. Another turnover forced by the Cincinnati defense, completely turned around for them how they were looking. The teams would trade punts before Cincinnati put together another touchdown drive. This time a pass to Mitchell Wilcox to pretty much ice the game. Tampa Bay would get a garbage time touchdown but fail the 2-point conversion. The Bengals would win this one, and their next game is away against New England. New England is fighting for a wild card spot still. They just had the worst ending to a game of all time that I can remember. The kick six for the Browns was pretty rough, but this was just kind of gross incompetence on a completely different level than that one, even, I think. So again, the New England is going to be looking for some retribution there. They're definitely looking to grab onto a wild card spot again, but the Cincinnati Bengals look to have all of the upward momentum in the world. They are now the division leaders of the AFC North. They don't want to lose that home playoff game, and it just seems like now with this, they'll be able to definitely rocket up some wins against some teams, especially because of just how this game started and how bad it was and how they turned it around so quickly. Doesn't seem like they're going to be losing any steam anytime soon for the division lead and into the postseason. Now we're moving on to the now second place Ravens. They are dropped to 9-5. They lost 13-3 on the road against the Browns, who are now 6-8 after this win. I did already cover this game on my channel, so I'll just kind of go over it briefly for both teams because they are back-to-back in how their standings in the division. Neither offense for this game lighting the world on fire. The Browns just slightly better in that regard because they do actually have their starting quarterback playing. The Ravens' run game I thought was actually pretty good. It seems like the Browns had some trouble with it, but anything involving Tyler Huntley in this offense wasn't really working out. The passing game was rough. Just some bad stuff all around, not able to get much going on the Ravens passing offense. Again, I thought the run game was pretty decent with J.K. Dobbins and Gus Edwards having pretty nice games. Browns able to create a good bit of turnovers, definitely some clutch plays by both defense and the special teams. They blocked a punt, and Justin Tucker even just straight up missed a field goal to end the half. You don't often see that, but the weather in Cleveland was pretty rough that day. The Baltimore Ravens do have a really good defense, but another game without multiple offensive touchdowns for the Browns might be a little concerning. At least it is to me, where you have apparently your future franchise quarterback, and you're still not able to have some momentum. I knew there was going to be some some rust to knock off with Deshaun Watson not playing for so long, but still the fact that this offense has still yet to have consistent success is still a little concerning, at least to me. But as far as this game goes, they played their role of spoiler pretty well against a team without their star quarterback in Lamar Jackson. The Ravens now in the wild card. It would require a massive collapse for them to miss the playoffs. I don't think they're in any danger as of yet as for that happening, but they do no longer have their clutches over this division in the AFC North, and that home playoff game is definitely not a guarantee by any stretch of the imagination. And now finishing off with the Steelers, they also improved their record to 6-8. They got a 24-16 win on the road against Carolina and the Panthers. They grabbed an early lead in the first quarter off of a Najee Harris touchdown run. Panthers responded off of a great touchdown catch by DJ Moore. That looked like tough. That looked like a tough one on the replay at angles. Just looked like a great catch by him all around. However, the Steelers would waste no time getting the lead back off of a Jaylen Warren run to go up 14-7, and that would be the score after the first half. In the third quarter, the Steelers went on a long drive ending in another rushing touchdown. This time it is Kenny Pickett going over the top there. The Carolina Panthers do have a promising drive going, but they do get sacked out of field goal range, and the Steelers maintain their 14-point lead after the third quarter. But heading into the fourth quarter, Marcus Allen of the Steelers is hit with an unsportsmanlike to continue that Carolina drive. Looked like he was kind of getting into their huddle a little bit. I'm not really sure what happened there. Panthers able to kick a field goal on that possession. The Panthers got the ball back, and their red zone drive that was aided by a pass interference call stalls in the red zone, and they kick a field goal to make it a one-score game with a little more than 6 minutes to go, 21-13. Kenny Pickett would convert a clutch 3rd and 14 drive on the next Pittsburgh attempt, and they do get enough of a drive going to get a 50-yard field goal that goes through to make it a 2-score game once again. Carolina doing the thing where they need a field goal and a touchdown, so they try to field goal first to conserve time, then the onside kick and hopefully go for a touchdown attempt. But while they do get the field goal, the Steelers would recover the onside kick after a little bit of some butterfingers there, a little uncertainty, but they do get it. Pittsburgh looking much more competent as of late. Again, they started with a pretty rough season record, but they have improved their play as of late. I'm not sure if I've seen flashes of like a certain brilliant franchise quarterback number one from Kenny Pickett, but I do think he has been mostly solid, and there's no reason for me to not think that he could even get better with new weapons for Pittsburgh if they decide to really aid him in his career as it progresses. I haven't seen anything that would make me want to give up on him as of yet. Kenny Pickett definitely, while he hasn't been lighting the world on fire or anything, he has been playing pretty solid on an offense that is kind of at a loss for weapons right now. The Steelers' next game is at home against the Oakland. Oh my goodness, I'm living in the past. The Las Vegas Raiders, still does not feel right to me in my head. This one could be a win or go home for both teams. They're both 6-8, kind of hanging on the end of the in the hunt graphics. So, this is definitely a game where pretty much the loser can, if they're not already kissing their playoff hopes goodbye, the loser of that game could definitely see their season pretty much have the door slammed on them. And I can see why they're making that the night game on Christmas Eve on Saturday. So thank you all for watching. If you made it this far into the video, please feel free to leave a like and a subscribe if you enjoyed it and you would like to see more like it. Let me know if you have something to say down in the comments below. I will see you at the next one.